Kirkalmighty here. This is episode 2 in my multiplayer game of Advanced Tactics. This is Ironduke versus Kirkalmighty here. Ironduke is the handle that my opponent uses over there on the Matrix forums. If you didn't catch the last episode already, I mentioned Ironduke is an experienced multiplayer opponent. I expect this to be a tough battle. Now, remember, I was in the last episode there, I shifted around a lot of things. I moved these icons up, and I actually further moved them up closer to the front now, as you can see. But I made sure to keep them within foot distance of the HQ, although I probably could have pushed them out further, because the foot distance using the TOE system would actually be double. So I could have pushed them out even further, and units would still be able to move from these HQs to those units. Now, I was looking to see what TOE was actually able to successfully move around of all the subformations I laid on it, and it looks like it hit about 50%. And that was with the 6 trains it initially started out with. Now in this round, it's got 10 trains and 10 trucks. So effectively, I've doubled the transport capacity of the Supreme HQ. Actually doubled plus a little bit more. I think it would have been, double would have been 24,000, and I believe what I have now is going to be 25,000. It's 2,000 for every train, 1,000 for every truck. So I should theoretically be able to move twice as much as I did before, and I kind of did some very precise calculations accounting for that. I figured the half that it didn't move, it should be able to get moved now. In other words, it should be able to finish like these units, pulling out the SMGs, the mortars, and all that stuff that aren't part of the garrison. And what's in Supreme HQ now, I had to look to see what was in there. And what I see in there right now, I see 41 machine gun. And I got these submachine guns, and then I got 21 mortar. So I want to pull these guys out, but I don't want to have to pull a rifle out, because I want it to actually be able to successfully do this. I want to push the TOE to the limit, but only go over it a little bit, so I can pretty much get everything accomplished that I want to get accomplished. So what I did is I did some precise calculations here on this. You can see this HQ, they all got in the same thing, and this was sent directly to the individual HQ. So von Kleist, he got the 5 trucks, 40 rifle, 40 staff, 80 rifle, and Runstedt got the same thing. So what I've got coming in is an additional 80, actually about 90 rifle, and about 14 mortar. And so what I did here is I converted 4 units over to this template right here, which is going to pull 40 rifle and 5 mortar. So they should pull, these 4 units should pull 160 rifle, which this will have 160 rifle at the end of this turn when those come in. So it shouldn't need to pull any rifle. It'll actually have 170 rifle. It shouldn't need to pull any rifle from Supreme HQ. Then it'll have 14 mortar coming in, and it'll pull the 5 plus from the HQ, which should pull all these mortars out of Supreme HQ. I also created a machine gun template. The machine gun template is just 10 machine guns. And there's 4 of these out here, which should pull the 40 machine guns out of Supreme HQ, also the TOE system. So I wanted these machine guns in separate units because I do not want to use them for offensive operations at all. Rather, I'm going to place them in key areas where I worry about counterattack on the line, just to boost the defense there. In previous games, I've often stuck these in my garrisons, but I decided it's kind of a waste area, and it would be better used up on the front line for defensive purposes only. If you look at their stats defensively, they're pretty dang good. Let's see. Let's look at one here just for the heck of it. Machine gun, combat. Yeah, look at that 270 right there on defense. That's its counterattack number there. So and it gets 3 attacks too in a turn. So compared to something that's more of a you look at something like an infantry specialist, like an infantry gun. I mean, it stacks up pretty good on defense against infantry. Yeah, look at that. The infantry gun on defense sucks. Great on offense, sucks on defense. Only 2 attack. Really high hit percentages, 25%. If it actually scores a hit, that's what it is. Kill and retreat percents are 25%. So sucks on offense. They'll die in droves too. Trust me. On defense, great way to boost the defense of a particular unit. If I have them free floating, you can move them around on the line as needed. So that's my strategy with them. Right now I'm just trying to build these armories up, build up this line. I haven't entirely figured out a game plan of how I'm going to attack yet, or whether I'm going to try and defend. I'm kind of liking the idea of trying to push down in here. So definitely, at the moment, I'm thinking probably going to go with Von Klug and Bach and Modell are probably going to try, at least initially, when war's declared, are probably going to try and push forward and push on Brest down here, and also any resources he might have around here too. But I think I may actually try to push the end down on here, because I can come in here from 2 different directions on Brest, and then move Modell down through the jungle. He's going to have specialized jungle units down here. You can see I also made an SMG template right here. That's my machine gunner template. And I believe, I'm hoping that everything's going to get moved. Also, these engineers are going to get moved out into my engineer units. I want to get to this 80 EP ASAP, because you can see I'm still holding on to these PPs to build a gun factory. Or something else, but most likely probably going to go with the gun factory. It's usually the first factory I build. Anyway, that's this turn, and I'll think I end this video right here, and then we'll look in next turn and see how well the TOE system has moved things around. This is now turn 2. Turn 3 will be the last full turn that I can prepare stuff, because on turn 4 there is the possibility of war being declared. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.